here with a review of KALANK, and I'm very excited. So the format is, first I talk about different aspects about the film, then I give my experience, and then I give my rating. And like always, my rating is not based on the general consensus of the public, but is my personal rating based on my experience and my enjoyment of this film. So first of all, the story. Simply put, a love triangle and then Hindu-Muslims partition. Okay, fill in the blanks. If you've seen those movies, if you have an idea of history, I guess, and you can kind of fill in the blanks. But, you know, it is more specific, tailored to this film. Moving on, direction and cinematography. That movie was gorgeous. It was spectacular. The movie was breathtaking. I felt for about half of the movie, my mouth was open. There were a lot of gasps. There were a lot of sighs. A lot of that, okay? Throughout the entire movie. And not only because of how the picture looked, but because of the dialogue and the acting. But I get into that later. There were a couple of things that kind of looked fake or green screen, but it didn't matter. And it didn't diminish my love of this movie, really. But direction and cinematography, okay? I love the dialogue in this film, y'all. I could reread that whole thing. I feel like there's so many quotes in this movie. Madry has some great one-liners. Everybody has some great one-liners. There were so many times that I want to go back and reread it. You just want to dwell in that moment of that line and go, oh my God, that was good. Oh my God, there were a couple of, yeah, when I was reading dialogue, it was so good to me. There's a line near the beginning that Aditya says to Aaliyah, and I loved it. And later on in the movie, she says that same line to him. I love that callback. I loved it. Okay, I love that. Oh, the writing was awesome. Acting, on point. Everybody was amazing. The romance was so intense and so genuine. I believed it and I loved it. And even what I liked about the love triangle is that sometimes in a love triangle, the third guy, he's a prick, he's a dick. And so you know who's gonna end up together. This one, everyone was likable. Varun's character, in terms of his initial character, he's a playboy. Okay? He flirts with anyone. Okay, the same stuff he was probably saying to Aaliyah, he was saying to somebody else. He's kind of like a bastard too. He's rude, he's a dick. But yet, I still want them together. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Even regardless of the love triangle, I felt for Aditya's character. I felt for Aaliyah's character. I felt for Varun's character. I felt for Madry's character. I felt for Sonakshi's character. I felt for Sanjay's character. I cried with everyone except Sanjay. Oh, I broke down with Madry. I broke down with Aaliyah. I broke down with Sonakshi. It was too much. It was too much. I thought everyone did a great job and I really enjoyed all the characters. Everyone has their flaws, but yet you can look past the flaws and still love that character. The music, I loved it. I was dancing with every song. And I didn't even react to the song that I loved the most. It was the first song in the movie. The song is called Raja Vadi Odni. Aaliyah looked so pretty in it. And I tell you this, after the movie finished, I always stay throughout all the credits. I'm there dancing Matera, 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 Matera. Okay? I gather myself, I leave. And I'm hearing an Indian song play from the theater next door. So I'm wondering, what movie are they listening to? I go over there, I'm in the hallway, and it's this song from KALANK. And it's quite near the beginning of the song. So right there in the hallway, before you enter the theater, I put down my bag, I put down my blanket, and I danced to the song. Going into the movie, I thought, okay, this is a good soundtrack that would be good in a movie, but I'm not sure if I would listen to these songs outside of the movie. And I've been finding that a lot of songs are playing more of the songs in the promos than they're actually playing in the movie. But no, a lot of the songs felt extended, and I love that. I love the musical break in First Class. I was like, this is lovely. I really liked Ira Gyra. I was there dancing, getting my shoulder going, yeah! Okay, Tabaho Gaye sounded amazing on screen. Oh my goodness, let's talk about Tabaho Gaye. Storyline is happening with the song, okay? And I'm loving the storyline, but I'm like, please, let's get more Madry, let's get more song. Even when it ended, I was like, darn it, I thought there'd be more Madry. Let's talk about these turns. She's turning, and turning, and turning, and turning, and turning, okay? Madry is older. Madry has slowed down a bit. Okay, it happens with age, but the turns are beautiful. And just to be turning continuously like that, can you? Okay, break it down. Okay, there are people in this theater. I don't want to do anything, but I just get out of yes. Did you see her? Did you see her? Did you see Madry? I don't know if I'm talking to the person next to me or I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Okay, it was too much. Gormare Podesia. Just like I cried in the reaction, Tell me why I cried again. Not full on cry, but tears, okay? And 2 snaps. When the song ended, yes. When she started turning, yes. After it ended, I was like, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. That soundtrack sounds great, okay? And everything was picturized so well. I was partying along with them. I was crying along with them. Also, I really love the styling for this movie. I thought everyone looked beautiful. Though I will admit, the costuming kind of confused me at first because I couldn't figure out the time period. And it's hard for me also as a non-Indian because they're wearing Western clothes and traditional clothing, and so I cannot place the time. Even at one point, I thought the movie was in an earlier date, but then Maroon showed up wearing a white beater. I'm like, white beater? Wait, what year are we in? What year is this? But the clothing, I loved all of the Indian clothes in this movie. The sleeves alone I could rave about. The earrings alone I could rave about, okay? I love the styling. And the best thing that Varun wore was himself. Like, geez, like, dang, like, wow, like, amazing. Like, I'm not one to rave over men's bodies. I could care less for muscles, okay? But, geez, he looked, that was breathtaking, okay? I had to do something on my phone. I had to do a transaction. I should have done it before the movie, but I didn't, and I had to get it done. I'm reading everything. Okay, I do not want to look away from the screen. That's how immersed I am in this movie. Okay, I didn't want to look down. I didn't want to look away. And I'm wondering, when can I do this? I need to go ahead and do this. And so I picked the time when Aaliyah was looking for somebody. And when I look up Varun is shirtless, I said, dang it, I looked down at the wrong time. I didn't even finish. I think I put my phone down and said, let me watch this scene first. And then, I don't know when I did it, but I found some time to do it. But that's how invested I was in this movie that I could not look away. Even when I looked away, it was because it was too much to process. It was too much beauty to take in. Like, my eyes needed to rest. My emotions were in overdrive, okay? Oh my God, like, it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. In terms of my experience with this movie, I was a mess. A complete mess, okay? First of all, I am a talker, okay? I talk during movies, and I could not shut up. If I wasn't talking, I was making sound. I'm sorry. At the end of the movie, I clapped, okay? Well, after the credits rolled, I clapped. Why? Tell me why I clapped. I don't know, okay? My hands didn't know what to do, okay? My hands sometimes was here. At one point, my hands were like this on my face. I don't know what my hands were doing. Like, they were like this. I could not sit still. This movie would not let me breathe. This movie would not let me rest. I needed about 5 intermissions, okay? This movie broke me. You do not understand. It broke me. It tore me down. This movie would not let me breathe. And I'll tell you an example. I try not to be too specific. This is spoiler free. Madry is dancing. Storyline is happening. I am not able to breathe on either parts, okay? Not because of the storyline, not because of Madry. I just scream, yes, Madry. Okay, something happens, okay? Right after that, and I go, no! If you saw the movie, maybe you know what happened, okay? Okay? And then there's crying, okay? They're crying, I'm crying, okay? I'm breaking down. And somewhere in between all of this, I have thrown my box of candy on the floor. Do you understand what just happened? Do you understand? It was so much. I said, it's got to go. And like, I couldn't take it. I could not take it. After that scene, Aaliyah is sitting in a chair like this, okay? I turned to the person next to me. I said, that's how I feel right now. Aaliyah could have sat in that chair for the next 20 minutes and I would have been grateful. Okay? I needed a break. At one point, my phone was on my lap. I said, I have got to take this phone off me or I will throw it. I will throw this phone. I'm telling you. Okay? Like, I could not sit still. Okay? It was, I couldn't get comfortable. I was here. I was on my knees. I was sitting like this. At one point, I felt like I needed to stand up. At one point, I was like, let me go. Let me go. Pause it. Okay, even at the part before intermission, okay? I could feel it was going to be intermission even though they didn't give us an intermission. Everything is being revealed. It's a scene with Madry and Varun, okay? Okay? And I knew it. I knew it. It wasn't a spoiler for me, but I knew it, but it was so good. Acting. Writing, so good. my head is screaming, intermission! Intermission! We need an intermission, and this movie has the nerve to continue. Okay? There's a scene, two people sitting on a bed, okay? They're crying, I'm crying. I'm trying to keep it controlled. I'm crying, okay? The next scene, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. This is what happened. It goes from this to I'm crying into my blanket. I don't know what was happening to me, but this movie had a physical and emotional effect upon me. Okay, it was too much to handle. At one point, my whole body was tingling. And pretty early into the movie, I was like, this is a 5. And I tell you, that movie started at 5, it stayed at 5 throughout the entire film. Okay? This movie is a 5. Whatever flaws there were, I loved it so much that I forgave its flaws. I'm really trying to think why someone would hate it. The acting's great, the songs are great, the drama is great, the story's great. Even with it being a love triangle, it's not really a love triangle because there's 4 of them. And it's more than just love. It has a lot of pain within this love triangle. It has a lot of trauma within this love triangle from all 3 characters. And I felt for everyone. I was sympathetic to everyone. I didn't agree with all their choices, but I loved it. One, maybe it's overdramatic. But I think what helps this movie in being overdramatic is that the lines are really good and the acting's really good. I've seen filming stuff that is so overdramatic, but the acting is terrible. Or the story is awful. Or the writing is awful and it is headache inducing. Oh, this movie gave me a headache, I tell you that. And I had red eyes, oh my god. And so it adds up to a horrible movie. This movie to me was not horrible. I loved it. Like, I loved it. I think it worked for this kind of drama. It really worked. I didn't agree with the morals at the end of the movie. I didn't like when they flashed forward to the present and showed the person who survived. I didn't like that. I think they should have left it a mystery as to what happened at the end of the movie with that character. I am done. This review is long. Thank you for watching and watch KALANK. Bye.